first time seeing a lot of whites since I came to Dallas. Because over where we came from, you see a lot of black people. Like, is their neighborhood something like that?
I mean,
I'm not talking about segregation. I'm talking about my observation.
No, I mean, it's like that. There are certain areas where, I mean, it's not about segregation. There's nothing like that. But, the country is designed in a way, sometimes there are certain areas where you might find more black. Just if you go to, like, Houston or, or other areas, you find more mixed, and then there are areas where it's predominantly maybe white. So it's not like that, but it's just how it is. Yeah, some areas some people can afford, some areas some people can afford, some areas. So yeah, it's Frisco is more like on one of the high end houses are expensive in Frisco, the Colony. So
because if you asked me if I left without coming here, I would generalize and say that Dallas has just predominantly black people all over. Now my impression is changing from that impression that it has black people alone. So
please kindly subscribe, like the video, and press the notification button.
Make a U-turn. Make a U-turn on Custer Parkway.
we are in Dallas, right? We're in Dallas.
It's still Dallas, but I believe this area is Plano. So it's
okay.
Plano
is it under Dallas?
They are all Dallas, but if you ask somebody, where do you stay? Someone who lives here might say, I live in Plano, not necessarily Dallas, but it's still Dallas.
Okay.
Almost like if you tell somebody, you live in Frisco or you live in McKinney, they are all different cities, But someone who doesn't know might just tell you Dallas. They are all one, but there are different areas in Dallas.
Okay, and then we see Worth Fort. Is that Dallas Worth Fort? Something like that.
Dallas Fort Worth.
Fort Worth.
DFW.
Yeah. Fort Worth. I missed that. And then you have Dallas. Are they also all Dallas or something?
I mean, so it's like Dallas Fort Worth metropolitan area, like DFW. They're all classified, but Fort Worth is different. But someone in Fort Worth can just tell you I live in Dallas. If you meet them in a different state, they can tell you I live in Dallas. But it's Fort Worth. Fort Worth should be probably like an hour plus drive from here.
Okay.
So they're all different areas, but technically anybody can just tell you I live in Dallas. But you need to ask where in Dallas. Then they tell you maybe Frisco, Plano, and someone can also argue that Fort Worth is not Dallas. I mean, it's technically not Dallas, yes, but.
But where is the Dallas downtown, like center of the town?
There's downtown here. Maybe we can drive by just to show you the downtown.
It appears that all these towns,
stay to the left to President George Bush Turnpike
Dallas, Fort Worth, they are all together. Like there's no separation. You don't know where you're going to this.
Right. You only see maybe a sign to show you. Yeah, they are all together. It's just a huge place. I just see a sign like Plano. There, you're in Plano.
Yeah.
In 1,000 feet, stay to the left.
It's like we are getting into a new section of Dallas, or are we still in Dallas or outside Dallas? Where are we?
This should be around, let me see. This should be Frisco. Yeah, because we are 6 minutes away to a certain area that I'm driving to, and that's Frisco, so we're approaching Frisco.
Because this place looks more metropolitan, like there are some high-rising over there. Do you know where that is?
This is Plano. You see, that's how you know places. You see,
Oh,
wherever you
okay.
see, that's how you see how they mark areas. You see that water tank, then you see the name, it tells you. So usually when they have, I believe, about 1,000 people, then it becomes a city. I believe, or 1,000, I don't remember the exact number. So Plano, Frisco.
In 1 mile, exit right to GayLord Parkway, Warren Parkway.
The name, right? That's what she was after.
You see that name? That's a whole lot of names. What the?
I know.
What the heck?
Yeah, I know the name was what. Yeah, the first time I saw that name.
GayLord. Oh my goodness. That's,
Use the right lane
that
to
name is
exit right
catchy.
to GayLord Parkway, Warren Parkway. In 1/4 of a mile, turn right on the Star Boulevard.
So where is this place? A lot of people.
This area is by the stadium that's the stadium right there. I don't think we can.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit on Winning Drive.
I think I'll block off that sign. I don't think.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit on
I
Winning
want to say
Drive.
something.
In
It's
500
just my
feet.
observation. First time seeing a lot of whites since I came to Dallas. Because over where we came from, you see a lot of black people. Like it's their neighborhood, something like that.
I mean,
I'm not talking about
it's-
segregation. I'm talking about
it's-
my observation.
No, I mean it's like that. There are certain areas where it's not about segregation. There's nothing like that. But the country is designed in a way. Sometimes there are certain areas where you might find more black. Just if you go to like Houston or or other areas, you find more mixed, and then there are areas where it's predominantly maybe white. So it's not like that, but it's just how it is. Yeah, some areas some people can afford, some areas some people can afford, some areas. So yeah, it's
Okay. So probably this area has.
Frisco is more like on one of the high end houses are expensive in Frisco, the colony. So. And of course, one of the reasons you see a lot of people here, you see, it looks like some performance, a lot of families, and then, so they have a lot of businesses, restaurants in this area, and they have the stadium here where they play, if they have, Dallas Cowboys, if they have games,
Because if you ask me if I left without coming here, I would generalize and say that Dallas has just predominantly black people all over. Now, my impression is changing from that impression that it has black people alone.
So that's the
Because I can
stadium,
see a
Ford
large
Stadium.
population of black people. Okay, this is a stadium, okay?
Yeah, Ford Stadium. I could go downtown and stuff.
And where is that area?
That towards the downtown. Dallas.
Warren. Oh, that
Turn
reminds me
left
of
on Warren Parkway.
G. Is this downtown Dallas or what? Something? I can see some high rises around here.
Well,
And there are more over there. Down.
these are like, I think this is the mall. This is the Galleria Mall.
Oh,
The Christian Galleria Mall.
okay.
That's the mall, but then this is going towards downtown. Downtown is like 12 minutes from here.
I think I cited downtown. Downtown, there are some high rises, something like that. Up in the front.
Stay to the left to Harry Hines Boulevard toward downtown.
Okay, needless should I be told that we have arrived downtown Texas. Oh, downtown Dallas, sorry. Of course, and you can see the sky rising over here. That's
Right to North Field Street. In 800 feet, turn right on North Field Street. In 500 feet,
trains are short. It's like they don't have much passengers to carry them.
Not really. I mean, this is within the downtown. It doesn't necessarily have to be long. These are passenger trains that are. See, one just passed and the other one, so it's like steady transport.
Yeah. So now we're exiting the downtown. Now we're heading back to Skillman, right? Okay, we're heading back to where we stay. Skillman Avenue. Okay, my friend here has taken me around the downtown Dallas, and here we are. I've got to where I stay, where I'm being hosted, and then what do you have to tell us?
Well, it was a great Sunday, and we're back.
Yeah. So guys, if you enjoy what you have seen, I was being distracted. If you enjoy what you have seen, please kindly subscribe to our channel, and of course feel free to like, share this video, and of course hit that subscribe button over there on the screen there. Also hit the notification button so that whenever I upload videos, you could always see it immediately. And then if you're here for the first time, my name is NETZ, and this is NETZ Media, a channel that is dedicated to all Africans across the globe. All right guys, this will be the end of today's episode, and see you on the next.